dude. Some Nightendo on, it's on. I like kind of. It looks like a proton pack almost. A little bit of Lord of the Rings, but it looks really cool. The Guardian armor, That's why I wear it most of the time because it's the strongest armor in the game. Hell yeah! I swear, like the Gorons are like modeled after Hulk Hogan, or at least that's what it seems like from the voice acting. Like, listen up, brother. Yeah. Like WWE, WWF kind of shit. Yeah, here we are at 2 a.m. on Sunday morning. There's a tropical disturbance coming in. So it's mostly going to affect Mexico. And speaking of which, uh, yeah. Well, somebody's playing my music on SoundCloud, but I don't know. Is it that girl playing it, or is it? Oh, this guy. Okay, I'm only able to see like it's not showing. Uh, Mostly from the United States of America. Okay, it won't show you. It doesn't show your like full music stats on SoundCloud. If like it doesn't show your full stats if like you don't pay for the premium. Yeah, I know the world feels now like um yeah, it does feel like it's owned by somebody else. It doesn't feel like this world doesn't feel like it's owned by people. It feels like it's owned by corporations. I know that sounds like kind of naive sounding, but um yeah. So it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like people own stuff anymore. It seems like that like there is such a thing as personal ownership, but it doesn't seem as like um, it seems that corporations and governments are going to try to do away with personal ownership. Um, yeah. So the technology and the the big tech today is being specifically designed to drain the user or drain the consumer and to take away uh, rights and liberties and copyrights and all of that stuff, like individual freedom and license and liberty. That's just beat my ass. Yeah. Had to get the lightning out since I was attacked by multiple enemies. So a lot of the new tech coming out is like on different websites. It's basically saying, okay, if we'll let you we'll let you use this platform sometimes. Maybe not the AI, but necessarily, or they let you use it, but they say you have to up. Yeah, it's still the same model. It's like give you a little taste, and then yeah. So the model is still kind of an old school model, which is we'll give you a little bit of a taste of the products, and then but to really get the really cool features, then you're gonna have to pay like 10, 15, 18, or however much a month, the pay to play model. And so, and I bet that these companies are so shady. I'm almost betting that they have a clause that, like, if you use AI to make a movie and like it's a big hit, I bet they found a way to strip the artist creators copyrights, where they don't have any rights, where they don't have any control over the IP. Yeah, that's gay, but I'm sure that lawsuit's going to happen. I'm sure there's going to be like somebody uses an AI and then like makes some awesome movie or something, and then the Open AI or Microsoft or whoever is going to be like, oh no, oh you didn't see the contract you signed? Yeah, I know you paid for it, but you really don't own that because we have the contract clause that if you used our content generation systems, then we own that property. Oh, you don't own it as an individual. Yeah. I think this one I have to do like a kind of a double. Yeah. Um, okay. That's a really good track, huh? Trouble by Lindsey Buckingham, 1981. Yeah, that's such a nice song. Yeah. I don't know why part of the magic of Fleetwood Mac is the way part of the magic is the way that um, Lindsey Buckingham and Christine McVie's voices blend together. It's not just because the two are great musicians and great singers, but it's like it's almost like they were meant to sing together in a weird way. It's like they were meant to, you know. Even though that sounds hokey, but yeah, somebody's jamming the crap out of my music. Not every day, but okay. Some guy from Indonesia. Okay, he's trying to. He's a DJ from Indonesia. Yeah. Wonder if he's just like ripping off shit and just like spinning it or something. He's just like, hey, somebody's doing something over here. I'm gonna steal it. Something like with like zero integrity at all. Just fucking ripping off shit. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised in this world. So, man, this bees, food. God, boom. Have a nice barbecue chicken. And go get another barbecue. Oh man, them boys are fast, huh? I didn't know that dude was gonna be that fast. Bam, light up that ass. Ooh yeah. Is it still the funniest meme of all time? Is when they have that guy that like the funniest internet meme of all time is like it's the dude is with his girlfriend and she looks all right, but then the guy sees like this really hot girl and he's like woo, he's making kind of like a kiss face and like and his girlfriend has like this angry face that her boyfriend is looking elsewhere. Yeah, that's like to me that's like one of the funniest memes of all time is the guy like checking out the merchandise with it with his girlfriend present. The just the facial expressions alone are like hilarious. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering about this latest pattern in the news and online that I'm seeing. This particular trajectory is like, for some reason, there's a lot of news about alien planets and UFOs again, and I'm like, oh god, this shit again. Well, I don't expect that UFOs and aliens are going to go away. I think it's going to be like a constant, fascination and maybe even discovery of information in the future. So this topic isn't going away because people are, you know, crazy, have been traditionally crazy about this topic, UFOs and aliens, and so for a long time, and it's not going away anytime soon. So it's here to stay, basically, and it's just I kind of get suspicious if the internet starts making a lot of videos about UFOs and alien life, and then the media is talking about UFOs and unidentified objects and stuff, uh, UAPs. I get kind of suspicious when it seems like the whole entire news cycle is leading up to that, almost like there's um, like a big like you kind of expect like one day the government is just going to say, "Yeah, there's aliens," and just bust it out. I could feel that. I mean, um, I have a feeling that one day, you know, the truth is going to come out, like it's going to be revealed, and that may not be from a leaking source, somebody inside the government that leaks the information. um, but I feel like one day the government is just going to say, well, we can't hide this anymore, and just go boom, and then the world will change forever right then, just like in an instant, and just like one press briefing by the U.S. government. Well, this feeling and kind of like, I don't know, anxiety that I have, it may not be because a negative event, like an attack is coming necessarily on July 4th, uh, 2025, on Friday, the 4th, but it could also mean that maybe something exciting is just coming in general, and that could be UFO disclosure by the U.S. government. But I'm not quite sure whether it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. So I do know something's coming. I just can't really pinpoint what it is. So there's 2 trillion galaxies in the universe, and we're only one. And I'm not like a buff of UFOs. I'm just kind of a space enthusiast. So, which is I don't really, I do scour the UFO material and the Jeremy Corbells and the David Grush, or whatever, the Bob Lazar. I do check that stuff out, but it's not like I actively try to uh, get that material every day, all the time. Fucking mountains, down. Yeah, I do think one day people are going to wake up and there's going to be a press conference and the U.S. government's going to say, "Oh, we found aliens on this, you know, planet Cetus or whatever, and we think there might be intelligent life there. We found all this stuff," and then like, I'll fly up, want to fly like an eagle to the sea, get my butt to La Nero, carry me. This Mount Lanira got these dogs going crazy. Done. Bitch. Better recognize. I'll be taking out some boys. Hmm. Yeah. What y'all think about that, Dome? About to get domed. Hmm. You about to get domed. Hmm. You about to get domed. Yeah, somebody did win that Mega Millions. I don't know if it was me, but ooh. It'd be like the fun part about being a multimillionaire would just be in like financially set for life. That'd be like such a comforting feeling. And like, I mean, it would be kind of like amazing. Like, if you had like millions and millions of dollars and you looked in your bank account and it was like super fat and it was just like, fucking of shitloads of money. And yeah, that'd be great. That would be like awesome to go shopping and not even worry about the bill. Like you're just like, oh, I'm never gonna run out of money. Like basically, oh, I can afford anything. Like, yeah, like you just go shopping without a care. Like you're like you're like Michael Jackson going through the mall with like $6 million and shit, get whatever you want or need. Not even have to worry about it. Like, oh, I don't have enough or whatever. This is my boy right here. Yeah, I know why I came out here. I came here for my boy. No, I didn't plan that at all. That's the fun part of Zelda is that I don't even plan this shit. That's the fun part about this game is just you just explore and find shit. It's pretty much the heart of the Legend of Zelda by Shigeru Miyamoto is exploration. The joy of childhood exploration. Yeah, yeah. I was fortunate. I didn't grow up in the mountains of, Mount Fuji. I didn't grow up in Japan, obviously, but I grew up in Dayton, Texas, in the country, and yeah, out in the forest. Yeah, it's fun. So I'm glad. I do think about some of the people that grew up in neighborhoods around mine and in the suburbs without any forest or without any like nature, and I just think about how sad their suburban lives probably were. I was supposed to like go through it, right? Yeah. I can't do it unless I'm able to fly. I could wait until I got Rivali's down. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna activate it when I can fly through the ring. Should actually just mark this on my map because it's gonna take a while to. Where am I at, Don? I'm at Madorna Mountain, bro. Yeah, yeah. A little pin on it. Look at the Madora. Is that just Hateno down there? Yeah. Here's the idea right here. Oh, that's Lake Sumac. I know y'all know that. No, hell no. Let's go check out the Gia Highlands. Oh, that's no, you don't want to do that. Oh, dude, damn it! I didn't teleport in time before I busted my ass. Hmm. Yeah, I cooked a good meal tonight. Yeah, and yeah. So maybe it's like July 4th, and then President Trump's like, "Oh, I gotta tell all the Americans about aliens." What if it was that? That'd be like if it was really like Independence Day, like we're not alone in the universe. Today we celebrate our Independence Day. Yeah. Yeah, some people they're like, "Oh, we already USA already got beat by China," and um, honestly, we really can't trust the data coming out of China. So I think they're lying and stealing like 80% of the shit they're doing over there. Bullshitting. I'm not saying they're not doing scary things, or they're building a scary military, or they're you know not viable contenders in an AI arms race or anything. But I'm just saying they have a government, they have a system of communism in which um, the CCP and the People's Republic of China can lie about any technological breakthrough or advancement, and they could be lying through their fucking teeth, and so they're full of shit most of the time. And if they did advance something, they probably stole the technical manuals from the United States anyway. We're back in biscuits. Oh yeah, I was gonna do that parody, huh? Taking care of biscuits. Ooh, I'm gonna need that Rivali back, dude, because get my ass. I'm having to climb this mountain. I'm getting my ass whooped down. Want me to put on my climbing gear? I guess. All right, let's go Willie Nelson on him. Hell yeah, let's go Chili Nelson. Uh, there we go. You got it, bro. You get on that climbing gear. Ooh, there we go. Sometimes you got to get a little Willie Nelson with your bandana, and climb up that mountain. Yeah, there's all these like bogus reports coming out of China, like China invented quantum teleportation, or like China invented the best AI, or like China did this or that, and it's a lot of times it's just total fucking wanker BS. Like I bet it's like a bunch of fucking Chinese communist guys sitting around and going like, how could we scare the Americans next? And then like a guy's like, oh, I know, let's let it leak that we discovered cloaking technology or invisibility technology or something. That will really scare them. And then they release the shit, and then the press goes, "Oh, China invented cloaking, invisibility technology. Oh my god!" So these releases are meant to cause panic. In other words, but I take the Chinese, technological releases or supposed technological advancements with the big time dose of salt. because the CCP is lying about 95% of its shit most of the time. Come get some, baby. Come and get your love. You put the sword up your balls. Sword up your balls. Sword up your balls. Sword up your balls. Sword up your nuts. Well, I wanted to sing for people, sword up the balls, and tonight was the night. Sword up your balls. Sword up your nuts. You succeeded? Indeed. Yeah, maybe that's the first thing I would do if I won like Mega Millions lottery. I would make the music video for "Sword Up Your Balls, Sword Up Your Balls." Yeah, sword up your balls. What? Sword up your balls. Okay. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Learn to live like an animal in the jungle where we play. That is kind of like, oh yeah, Axl Rose would like wear a bandana too, huh? Besides Willie Nelson, rockers and country guys would wear bandanas. So it was like rebel. It was like cool. Yeah. Now we have the dragon. Oh man, how to train your dragon. Oh, I just got my ass whooped by the dragon. Oh, dude. Ooh. Oh. Well, oh, is that my bow down there, bro? Shit, I'm getting my ass. Get my ass out of here, dong. Getting it done. Let's get my bow back at least. Oh, boy, keeps electrocuting me. Wait a second. G. Oh. Watch yourself, G. Man, this bugger was fast, huh? Man. Alright, here's the deal. You're gonna have to go aquatic, dog. Alright, let's do it. Alright, we got our chainsaw. Hold on. We have the ancient blade saw. And then also we have the duplex bow. And then we're going to get some anti-lightning attire for this particular rainy weather. And where's my flap? Fool? Where's my flap? Yeah. Don't want no mishap. Where's my flap? Yo, don't want no mishap. Ooh. So what's going on here? Got my flap. I don't want no mishap. I don't have my. Oh, do I not have a? I really don't have. I thought I had one of those. Oh, maybe that was in Tears of the Kingdom, huh? Where's my fucking shit at, Don? We're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go General Kale from Kroll on. Find the child. Find the child. Laura Denon. Yeah, General Kale was like better, yeah, than Bab Morta. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I guess when I was a kid, I was watching General Kale, and then when I became a man, I was looking for General Ale. What? Oh, what's going on? Oh, it's my shield, huh? It's gonna blow up. Need to get my shield. Oh, yeah, get that one, dude. Uh-huh. Okay, great. Ooh, get that Royal Halberd, dude. My inventory is full. Show you down. Is it time to fart? It's time to fart, I think. Let's fart. Oh, nice one, dude. Yeah, I worked on that one, dude. That was good. All right. I worked on my fart. I worked on my fart. Working on my farts. I've been working on my farts. Perfecting my farts. We get the perfection farts. Yeah. Uh oh. Got a little problemo with our limo, huh? Yeah. One more on it. No. Yeah. Better get this out of here. All right. Use the force link. Oh, only like the new Zelda could you have like amazing situations like that. Like so much going on at once. Like tired of you jelly boys. Always up on me. Oh. Um, yeah. No, if I had like the $150 million, I'd probably go to the titty bar. Not go see some titties. Mm, no. Go see some titties. Ooh, ooh, in the city. Titties, titties. Got 226. Mm, 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 mm. Right. Uh, Yeah, I guess Scott Adams is doing his. Even though he's trying to survive cancer, he probably won't survive his prostate cancer, and sometimes he has episodes like more frequently when he's trying to do his uh, Coffee with Scott Adams podcast. Uh, that will be a sad day when they announce his death, though, for sure. Was I a Dilbert? Was I a Dilbert fan? No, I thought it was kind of funny looking. I mean, the character and everything. Office humor really isn't. Offices in general just isn't my thing. So the idea that I would be in a cubicle, sitting at a desk for like 8 hours a day, never appealed to me. I like the raw nature of work. I like the sweat. I like the tactile. I like the having to manage the chaos and all that. I guess I like the rawness of like a real job. You know, I may not like all the hard work, but I like the rawness of it. Sitting in a cubicle is boring to me. Yeah. So I never gravitated to Dilbert and the office humor because that never really appealed to me. I'm getting tired though. Oh, for real? Oh, you got that camo on, don't? Oh, those Star Wars AI videos. The videos are getting so funny now. Oh God, like somebody that grew up with Star Wars parodies, from like Weird Al and Star Wars raps and stuff like that, and like to see what they could do now is like amazing. They can do so many concepts now. Like almost every single one has me dying. They have a guy who makes music to like Star Wars, and it's like reggae. It's like the funniest shit I've ever seen. And I grew up with all kinds of Star Wars parodies like Muppet Babies and all this shit. Jim Henson from back in the day, and like these like YouTube like or like AI video Star Wars parodies are like for a Star Wars fan. It's just like it's fucking great. It's often said that people don't want to leave the world in a worse place than when they started, and rest assured that Star Wars parodies are going to be with the AI technology. It's going to be booming. So they're able to like using AI like make scenes that were originally in Star Wars like serious, and they're able to make turn them into like little mini comic episodes. Like they can make like Qui Gon Jinn like a stoner, or this one I saw. Qui Gon Jinn was gonna teach Obi Wan Kenobi how to pick up chicks or some shit. Uh, well, looks like that didn't work out great. Hey, my boy. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Hey, my brother. Yeah. Yeah. David versus Goliath, brother. Let's get biblical. Oh, his Link's got on his like Mardi Gras armor. Oh, it does have like green, yellow, and purple. Yeah. Oh wow. What am I doing? Well, this is the whole strategy here. Waiting for something specifically. There we go. That's what we're waiting for. Goodbye, Enoch's oldest kin. Ooh. At least he had plenty of barbecue. All right. Yeah, usually I think in the old days, my schedule was like, it was, I would like to play Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom until 3 in the morning. And then I'd wake up by 10 and then, get the day started. But ever since Tula came, she's been coming in like at 8. And then she starts barking and kind of like waking me up. And so it's a little bit different schedule now. But if I really want to sleep, though, I say to hell with the dogs, and I sleep until 11. Yeah, not because I don't think they're starving because they have dry food. So if they get hungry, they could eat kibbles or puppy chow. And yeah, yeah, I do get into AC/DC's "Harder Than a Rock" song a lot from Ball Breaker, and especially when I'm drinking, it's like there's a few songs that like when I'm drinking, it's like the best thing. And one of those is AC/DC Ball Breaker. I'm sorry, Harder Than a Rock, and has like really a cool riff and everything. And another song that I get really into is uh, Pet Shop Boys, The West End Girls, even though that's more of even a greater throwback. Yeah, I know it's kind of like a faggy band, but I think it's really good. The Pet Shop Boys is pretty good. But I love that song West End Girls. I think it has like an awesome beat and everything. Sounds cool. I guess I also like the story of like the West End girls, like the divided Berlin, during the Cold War, and like you can imagine like the people Germany reuniting and like the people discovering each other and falling in love for the first time, and like how that must have been a really awesome experience when the Soviet Union collapsed. But it wasn't an awesome experience for one man called KGB thug Vladimir Putin. The fall of the Soviet Union wasn't awesome for Russia, it was awesome for the United States, basically. I don't know if the United States knew what it knew now. I think maybe Bill Clinton wouldn't have sold us out in the world trade and the NAFTA, and they might have kept manufacturing here in the United States if they had a time machine or crystal ball and saw what the future was going to be like. Honestly, I think if the United States um, saw what the Russian Federation would do later, I think they would have tried to have Ukraine and other countries join NATO faster. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the United States would have militarily invaded Russia, the Russian, in the chaos of the post-Soviet Union, because they had still had a ton of nuclear weapons, but they might have invaded Georgia and the Ukraine and take away the satellite states like Kazakhstan and so on, Turkmenistan. I definitely could have imagined that scenario. Getting my dough done. We finally have new neighbors, and they bought the place by the pool, but the pool's been shut down the entire summer because of douchebags. Well, I will say this: I wasn't looking forward to having new neighbors because um, it was kind of cool, like having all that space to walk my dogs. Um, but anyways, oh well. There's people living there now, so I'll just adjust to the new reality. Just kick me in the butt. Barbie horse. Oh, we get Barbie. Barbie. Yeah, we did it. Go Barbie, go. Uh, yeah. Horse butt cheeks. Okay. Yeah, horse butt cheeks. That's the way we do it. You know, that's your boy Hino coming like Al Pacino. Give me that cappuccino, cause I'm a fiend, ho. Hell yeah, always. Got your boys. This boy is trying to look like Theo Vaughn. He's got the redneck mullet with the fucking soul patch and shit. Boys trying to boys. Yeah, like these boys trying to be like Theo Vaughn, dog. Look, it's Theo. That is Theo right there. Yeah. There you go. Enjoy a pump from me. All right, everybody have a bomb. Ooh. Mhm. Ooh, nice shot, brother. Yeah, that was nice arc on it. The arc of the parabola. You know I love the parabola. Yeah. What was that that they had the equation in algebra? It was supposed to be a ballistic equation, and it was like, was it t squared equals 16t? And it would show you the arc of a projectile and how the gravity, how it would fall to Earth. That you can calculate it, the speed. Because as we know, distance equals speed times time. Everybody ready for the test? No, I'm playing. All right. And the speed of light is 186,000 miles per second. Yeah, why'd you learn that in math class? I don't know, but it was fun. Is it fun to be a robot? It's fun to just be a robot, dude. Eh, It's fun to just like calculate shit. Not really. Okay. I might have to tell Cuz Aldrin what's up. No. Cuz Aldrin. No, it's Buzz. Why? Because he was called Buzz because he used to hit the gym beam. He used to hit the alcohol. Uh oh. Yeah, I mean the problem. Yeah, that's really the essential problem with alcohol is that a lot of times like you do what you feel like, but it's not always the best thing. And so it's definitely impairs judgment. And so that's why people, when they drink alcohol, they like do something they regret, or they're like, oh man, like I broke my favorite cup, or like, oh, I said something retarded on social media, or like, whatever the case may be. Oh, I shouldn't have slept with that guy. I didn't really like him. Like, you know, uh, or maybe a guy's like, oh, I shouldn't have like slept with that girl. I had beer goggles and she was ugly as hell. And like I woke up the next day and I was like, oh my god. Yeah, it was so crazy because after some rum and cokes, dancing with my friends out one weekend, um, after I got beer goggles, and it seemed like there was this beautiful blonde, like it was like with my beer goggles on, I thought she was like Charlize Theron or something, and like, but and the reality of it was that she wasn't that good looking, and she kept telling me and my friend that she wasn't that good looking, and like maybe we can hang out if you guys sober up, and you know whatever. I don't know if we got her number. Um, yeah. So I don't know. I think probably alcohol is why like a lot of people were born. You know, like I'm sure there was a lot of babies that were born out of like beer goggles, which isn't good. But how do ugly people get laid? Like how does a pretty girl get laid unless a guy's desperate because he's getting older, or like so he needs to get a family or something to feel like a complete adult, and or you know the ugly woman is able to get laid because guys are drinking alcohol, and that's it. Like like I wonder how many babies were born just because a woman exercised bad judgment one night. Like she was just drunk and she was in the woodpile. Like she was at the barn raising, right? Like back in the day, like the barn, like the barn or whatever. Mm, wow, it's a lot of rain coming in, huh? Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's what it's called, drawing parabolas. Yeah. Speaking of parabolas, that's kind of weird. I was talking about parabolas, and then they had the shrine that I transported to. It's called parabolas. It's quite bizarre, man. All right, it's almost three. Written, ready to implement what? Oh shit. I said your brain physically changes when you work too much. Scientists warn. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Oh, it's this shit. Big bones. That one guy's called Big Balls. Mm. The Doge cutter, the young guy, the call that guy Big Balls. Whatever. That's got to be some of the silliest shit in the 2020s, in the 21st century. Uh, almost as silly shit as like AI girlfriends and shit, AI boyfriends. That's bullshit too. This is like it's hard to cope with this like decade because it's so fucking ridiculous. Like all you can do is just like laugh or go crazy or scratch your head. But it's just BS. Mm. Chimichanga. Ooh. Oh, you know what? My boys. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Get it on. Ooh. All right. I don't usually go back and visit shrines, but I should because so I can get the so I get the I see I missed a treasure in this one. That's it's not my pleasure to miss my treasure, but I'm coming back with my leisure. Mm. What? It's not my pleasure, no, to miss my treasure. Uh, that was really deep. Not really. Ooh. All right. So how do we get up there? Down. Ooh. We don't have our powers, huh? All we have is Austin powers. Shagadelic, baby. It's the only spirit that survives. All right. We'll try this. Booyah. Oh, you don't got the air arc. All right, try this. Mm. Ooh. How do I get that? Oh, how many powers, huh? Nope. Try that shit, but so we got. Oh, there you go, Genia Bane. Yeah, you're using your brain for once. I'm impressed. Yeah. Using some of that gray matter for a change, huh? Ooh, gray matter. Using my brain, boy. There you go, sweetheart. Tip. Oh, you got the thunder blade. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Chimichanga. What's the key to the symphony? I know exactly what to do, baby. Mm. Yeah. Booyah. Booyah. That was a double booyah right there. You know, this is like Mousetrap, dude. Uh, like they had the old board game Mousetrap, and you had to like set it up where every part worked together. It's exactly what this is like. Yeah. Well, I mean, like another problem with social media is that like there's obvious, privacy concerns with social media and stuff, but another big problem with social media is that people try to like they try to use me as like a counselor, and I'm not a professional therapist, so that's a big problem. Yeah. So okay, so when when people try to like use me as a therapist or something, like I'm not that, so yeah, I can't help you with that kind of thing, and I can't help people with their mental health and their or I can't help people find happiness or any of that kind of shit. I mean, I'm flattered that people would want to talk to me about their problems or whatever, but it's like you know the the fallacy is that I'm supposed to understand what your problems are and where you're coming from and be able to relate to that because maybe my problems are different and maybe we're different people, so it doesn't work out. So I think if you think you need professional help, then go get that help. I just can't be that person that helps people through their you know I mean I'm not officially a suicide counselor or uh, I don't have a degree in psychology, so or psychiatry or anything. And like the idea of having old friends, I'm just going to go ahead and retire that now because um, when I have like old or ex friends, to try to like break the ice or lighten the mood, and to realize that we're not friends anymore, and but if I ever encounter them online or offline, like I'll try to cut the ice. I'll say, hey, remember that time we were at the dance party or something? And then like they'll be like, oh, you got drunk and called me a few names a few years ago, and so they bring up that kind of shit, and they have no interest in bringing up the funny, memory or whatever. They just want to talk about the negative thing because they're just fucking boring people, and they're just being assholes. So you're trying to be so basically you're trying to be like, positive and say, oh, remember that fun time at the party or whatever, and then they're like, oh, you got drunk and said this or that, and it's like, dude, no, that's not how it's supposed to work. Yeah, the way it's really supposed to work, if you had an ex friend or something like that, unless he's like holding a grudge against you or something, but like he or she. Okay, so the way that I would want like an interaction to occur between old or ex friends is like, oh hey dude, do you remember this? And then the other guy go like, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, did you remember the other thing? And it kind of like kind of a friendly exchange. Um, and I think a lot of that has to do with me being single, and it's always been kind of like that. If I've been single my whole life, like the married guys, they treat me like I'm like inferior class. That's just how it is. Yeah, it does not really compel me to get married, but like or to try to do that, try to find a girlfriend or anything. But I do know that if I was married and had a few kids, that like these old friends, like most of the majority of uh, my peers, that there would they probably might talk to me and have an interest in that sort of thing, like sharing an old club memory or something like that. But I just realized like all ex friends and all ex coworkers and shit, like I don't care. And because at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter anyway. So just have to learn how to accept that. So I have to accept that what my idea of a relationship is or friendship is not exactly other people's idea of what it is. So and plus when I get older, anyhow, somebody's just gonna go. If I ran into somebody from high school or college or something, and out there in the public, and we started talking about other people or something, right? That we used to know. Eventually, we're gonna get so old that people are just gonna get sick and start dying. Anyway, and there won't be really anything much to talk about. yeah, I'm not going to try to outreach to old friends or coworkers anymore, and people that, and even people in my family that just don't give a fucking shit. So I'm going to make barely minimal effort, no effort at all to do that anymore. It's like fuck that. It's not worth the emotional investment at all. There's no payoff to it. In other words, fuck that shit. A little past 3, we're gonna go ahead and pack it in, so we have a nice breakfast tomorrow, and take the dogs out and be well rested, and get ready for these tropical rainstorms. From I don't know if it's gonna be called Tropical Storm Barry. Uh, yeah, I had fun with not Hurricane Beryl, the suffering for 7 days, but I had fun because I had fun calling Hurricane Beryl Hurricane Burial, and I had fun calling it Be Real, and then somebody actually wrote Be Real on the, which I was excited about. I'm so happy when the audience gets in on the jokes and stuff. So when the online community gets in on the pun fun. So I really appreciate that. Yeah, and yeah, I realized, you know, it's hard to love or to find love if you hate so much. If you, and I'm not talking about like hate like any specific person or any specific group or whatnot or whatever. Um, but I'm rather talking about if you just feel rage inside yourself, like it's very difficult to when you have to deal with those anger problems. And so, no, really, yeah, some people might be like, oh man, this guy's like really happy all the time. That's like more like my, you know, that is normally my mood, but you know, sometimes this mood doesn't stick around, and it's definitely not a mood that could sustain itself over a lifetime. You can't base uh, your life off of feelings, not all the time. So that's a particular challenge that I have, to deal with the anger. So I don't always deal with my anger effectively. Sometimes it goes, the anger kind of takes me over the dark side, and that's a dangerous place to be. And so I want to try to avoid being in that place as much as I can in this world. So